what I wanted to share is like the amazing gifts I received from fans throughout the years. Start here with this beautiful jacket. Probably the most insane gift that I've ever had. He actually made these drawings and I wasn't sure if I should show them or not, but like this is just too good to not share. And here's Annie. Sweetie bake, sugar buns, sweet cheeks. You need to be careful. Catherine, what are you doing? Why do you have a lawnmower on your back? Just finished my last session here in Simma Gym, and I just wanted to share a little bit because I've received so much love. So always when I'm leaving the gym, I look at this, and this is like memory lane here. This is all the trophies and stuff. But what I wanted to share is like the amazing gifts I received from fans throughout the years. They have been insane. Like some of the efforts that have gone behind of some gifts are absolutely absurd. But we're gonna start here with this beautiful jacket that I got at DFC in 2019. This is painted on the jacket. This is insane. This is a photo from the Crossfit Games 2017. And then, yeah, I got this jacket in 2019. This is from Nike. It was a Nike trip with me, Cara Webb, Josh Bridges, Matt Fraser. We were traveling London, Germany, and it was like a week trip or something. And we got like badges for each gym that we visited. So it was very cool. This is gonna be the last and the best. It's just absolutely insane, the story behind this. So I'm gonna start because I love like the thought of giving me a present when I'm competing or something. I don't think you have an idea of how superstitious I am and how much I love it. So I keep every single thing. And like I've received so much through the years of like bracelets or something. I've always put it on my water bottle because I believe in the energy that it's sending so much. So I'm gonna start here. This is my girl, I think I'm saying her name right, Eden from, I met her at the CrossFit Games and she made this beautiful message to me and made me a lot of bracelets. I have a few in Dubai still that I have on my bottle there that I use when I compete. And then I get a lot of badges. This is from the Special Forces in Sweden. And then here I get a lot of beautiful drawings. Great job, Sara from Penny. And a lot of beautiful letters. They're all very personal, so I could never read them. And then this is before I went to South Africa, but my mom and dad got this present for me while I was competing. And I received it after the competition. So sweet. And then this is one of my favorites. It's a beautiful letter. But this is from my main girl Layla in London or in England. And I always used to use this logo when I would go out at the Games 2017. It means live long and prosper. So if you didn't see it, she drew that up for me. Then people have just like love from India, you know. so insane that people from India know who I am. And then I received a lot of I used to have this banner out, and I received so many messages on it. Like I said, I don't want to read it out loud. We'll save this one for this here. It's a story behind this. And then this is probably one of my favorites. I can't choose one of my favorites, so I say favorites with everything because I love it so much. But this is, these are 3 girls that did an essay about me in school. And it's called Proving That You Can Do Anything You Want, or that anything is possible. So that warms the heart a lot, that I've showed that message. And I'm trying to still And then this beautiful here from Waterpalooza. So many beautiful like written notes that I've received. Here's from one of my girl, Jameson. I did an event in their parents' gym one time, and in Chicago. And I visited them again when the games were there the next year after, and she had grown so much and she left this beautiful message for me then. Whales. People know everything. Know my favorite animal. Yeah, for my biggest inspiration, I ripped my ACL 3 times, but seeing you after surgery back at it, competition floor, motivates me like fire. Thank you, Sara. I remember reading this a lot after ACL surgery. And then, yeah, just so many beautiful messages. And I have received a lot of shirts, coming back stronger. I received a lot of messages after I tore my ACL. I don't think people understand how hard mentally that was and how much it meant to me that they gave themselves time and effort to send me a message or send me a post, you know. And like I said, this is also for here later. Yeah, it's pretty much just beautiful messages here. There are some gifts from fans that I have in my apartment, and then like these are just some memories when I've been on cover on magazines. This is my grandma's absolute favorite. She has it by her nightstand, and each time she sees me, she's like, "Sara," and shows it to me. Brilliant. Okay, and we're gonna start with this one here. So, probably the most insane gift that I've ever had is a gift from Grandpa Ed, is what he calls himself. I've never met Grandpa Ed, but he has sent me 3 different gifts. And each gift is with, like, we call this like a royal card, like how you read like from the king and stuff. So like the effort going into each gift is insane. So this is a card from Grandpa Ed. And he has translated everything to Icelandic, and he has colored the flag everywhere and written a very beautiful note on this, and always sent a gift that he's made at the same time. So he made, with this card, there was it's actually, I left it at my grandma's, but he gave me a frame of a photo of me and my grandma in it, and a frame that he made himself by like a very beautiful wood, yeah, like I said, Grandpa Ed. He even translated his name to Afi Ed, which is Icelandic. And here's the best message is, Sara, I love your Icelandic flag because it looks like the cross of Jesus. I don't think anybody has thought about that except for Grandpa Ed. But yeah, so the biggest gift that my main man, Grandpa Ed, has given me is this here. This here got sent to my gym. So he, of course, I don't have my address public, but he sent this to my gym, and I remember showing up in the gym, and the girl at the desk was like, Sara, there's this big heavy package for you. And I was like, oh, what is this? Super exciting. And I opened this, and this was so unexpected. He has made the game's floor out of nuts and wood. And he's made the stands here with my full family. Here's my grandma, here's my mom, and my dad always hold signs when I compete. And this is like, he's translated all those signs to Icelandic. So like my dad always holds beast mode. And then he probably found a new, which is like, let the Vikings kick you, Sara. Sara, you have to go nuts to finish this workout. But he translated that to Icelandic, which is absolutely brilliant because we don't really use this saying in Iceland. He put my fan shirt, so I made this fan shirt. As you can see, I still have chalk because I just finished training. But he made this fan shirt of one of the people watching, all my sponsors, Lisi, Compacts, with the little Compacts on his thigh here. And then sponsored by Nice Water, Fat Groups. It was just like, yeah, absolutely insane. And Icelandic flag here from my brother. Unfortunately, this is so brittle, so should be like this. But the yokes, each competitor, judges, and then of course there are athletes on each floor here. Katrin, Cara, Camille, Sara, or me, and Annie. And yeah, just like the hair that he put on me also is magnificent. My ponytail. No, but it's absolutely like the time that must have gone through making this masterpiece. Oof, insane. And then he sent me 2 more of the notes with this. So I think Grandpa Ed wins the medal of being my biggest fan, to be honest. And I wish I could send something in return. This is so insane. So Grandpa Ed, if you're watching, comment. A most unexpected gift that I received was this here. I got a random message after I did a CNN interview from the national coach in Iceland that's somehow connected with the Liverpool team or somebody there. And they wanted to invite me to a game because they knew that I was a big fan. And they asked me, who's your favorite player? And of course, Virgil is my favorite player. And they sent me this shirt, signed shirt, and of course I put that straight in frame. I don't care about my competition shirts, they're still all in a box, but this one will never go out of frame. And then I've also received just like these beautiful photos here of like, I said one time that one of my favorite quotes is from Roger Federer in tennis, and he said that it's the journey and not the destination. Sometimes you can get so much caught and you want an outcome, and you forget to enjoy the journey on the way to the outcome. So somebody made this and wrote this here. It's the journey, not the destination. So I'm so blessed with fans and just the support that I've received throughout my years, and yes, just so much love. Yeah, so my dad had a Secret Santa game going on at work, and this wasn't for me, but the Secret Santa left this hint. It made a fitted can and a photo of me on it. So I put it on my locker here. You might be wondering if this is my long lost friend here and why he's in the trophies. He's still alive. He gave me this gift himself for my birthday, put it there, and each time that people come in here and they're like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Sara. And then they walk into the gym and see him training. So this is just Mickey being Mickey, and this is my second favorite fan gift or birthday gift. So thank you, Mickey. This isn't quite gifts from fans, it's just like a trophy cabinet that my dad made me so that I wouldn't lose them all. So they're all in one place. So I put a lot of memories in here, and I don't know if you can see, but if you remember East Coast Championship, that was you got a chocolate if you got an invite like from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I don't remember, like this was my breakthrough year. So when I qualified for East Coast Championship, I felt like I qualified for the CrossFit Games, and receiving that chocolate in post, I was like, I'm never gonna eat this, although I really want to, but I'm gonna save this my whole life. And then these are the East Coast Championship shoes, some photo shoot and cover of magazines that I've done. My boy there, Rob Lawson, judging me on this was some article in some magazine, awesome photo. And then from Nike, we got I got a special edition Icelandic shoe. It's not better daughter, it's better for it. Daughter, so it's Sigmundsdottir, better for it, but it looks like better daughter, so no, that's not how it should be. And then just some beautiful paintings that I've got and drawings and like unique Nike stuff that I've received, like runners with my name on it, Metcons that have Iceland on it and all the colors. Some news articles, jaw grips with my signature on it. Yeah. And then probably this was one of the coolest things that I received from Nike was this bag. It's like a proper old school, like if you've seen Matilda and you know Principal Trunchbull, I don't know how to say her name. This is like the bag that she would own, so this is perfect for me to rock her. And this is actually before my days as an athlete. This is where I worked as a bartender on a hotel and a waiter. So that's also a memory of I've come far. And then this is the best. This is my little Simbi when he received the award for being Simbi Kotu! Simbi sjáðu! There he is. He got an award for being the most beautiful puppy in Iceland in 2022. Simbi! He's still the most beautiful puppy in the world. Come on, Simbi. So the best reward here. So I just wanted to share a little bit of all the love and support that I've received through the years, and I do not take it for granted. It means a lot to me, and each time I look at all these things, it reminds me of what I've achieved and what I've been through, and I wouldn't have been able to if it wasn't for all you guys that support me. So lots of love and thank you so much. Okay, one last one from my favorite fan, Grandpa Ed. He actually made these drawings and I wasn't sure if I should show them or not, but this is just too good to not share. So he made like this comic book or comic sheets. So this is how my old gym looked like. It had like beast mode flag that my mom hung up, and then he put so this is CrossFit Reykjavik here, and this is Simma Gym. So Annie and Katrin train in CrossFit Reykjavik, and I train in Simma Gym, which is like 40 minutes away. And this is Katrin saying to Frederick, "You need to go and spy on Sara to see what she's doing." And Frederick responds, and he's translated this all to Icelandic. Like that's the most impressive thing. "Calm down, girls. I got this." And here's Annie. "Sweetie bake, sugar buns, sweet cheeks. You need to be careful." And then I'm here, middle of a workout. "Where did this big box come from? I've never seen it before." And here's our big man, Frederick, and his eyes. It's brilliant. And this is one out of 2 comic sheets that I received. Here's the second one. So if you haven't watched A Day in a Life when I lived in Cookville, you wouldn't quite get this, but I say, so it's very uncommon for people in Iceland to see everybody owns like this lawnmower, and the lawnmower is like put in front of the house to show like the best lawnmower. So I said as a joke, lawnmowers are life here in Cookville. And here are my main 2 girls in CrossFit Reykjavik. And here's Annie lifting 30 kilo dumbbells. "Katrin, what are you doing? Why do you have a lawnmower on your back?" "Sara said that lawnmower is life, and I need more life to beat her." So yeah, this is brilliant. like drawn CrossFit Reykjavik so well. He's drawn my gym so well. So Grandpa Ed pays attention. I know that. This is the last one. So over and out.